Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and it's Brick Haul o'clock with another haul from bricklink.com. Okay, let's get into this. Excuse me, Robin. Okay, here we go. Looks like a very nice, well-packed order. Okay, that's that. So we've got very nice packed order, a few colourful bags and a big wedge of stickers, which I might as well go through first. Okay, very nicely protected. So in no particular order, this one is a hologrammatic type background. And it's from a friend set, as you might imagine, set 41366, Olivia's Cupcake Cafe. And it was a very cheap sticker set, this. It's about 30 pence. And I liked it because I'd have another open sign which I could use. But most of all, these really glittery sort of sprinkle cushions, which I really like. So obviously they can go on some round 2x2 tiles. And maybe they'll go in my diner or something like that. They look rather fantastic, with this sort of shimmery rainbow effect. So yeah, I thought that was worth 30p. Even cheaper at about 20p was this one from a hidden side set, JB's Ghost Lab, which is set 70418. And there's lots of sort of sciencey ones here. We've got a sort of board with lots of sort of ideas and post-it notes and things like that on it, all to do with the sort of brain and so on. Also got a gauge, which looks really good and useful pretty much anywhere. A 3D print sticker, that's really good. More sort of controls, some sort of blueprint plans, and some sort of energy things, and even a couple of arrows. I mean, God, I could use all of those stickers somewhere, I'm pretty sure. So that's an excellent one. Very glad to have that. I didn't want to buy the set because I'd already bought the minifigures from Lego Bricks and Pieces, so I didn't need to do that. Then there's this, which is another hidden side set. This is the Ghost Train Express, set 70424. You'd imagine it'd be set 30877. They usually have the set number as the sort of number on the vehicle itself, but not in this case. And this one's got a number of panels and sort of scratched vents and things that I might be able to use. But the main one I really liked was this small one over here, which was the ticket machine. And it's on a sort of dark blue background. It's got the usual Lego train transport logo at the top there. And I just thought that would be great for the ticket machines in my new station that I'm building. Then we've also got this sort of scanner thing for ghosts, which I thought could make a great arcade machine, because it kind of looks like, you know, some sort of screen where you're the ghost and you're trying to avoid whatever these things are or something like that. Alarm. Recycling, more scratches, more warnings and control plates. Looks very useful indeed. Now, while we're on that, I think there was another one. Yep, which is from the same set. It's the second sheet, upside down. And this has got a few sort of cracks and bumps and things like that to put on glass and what have you. But it's also got this great big boo, sort of ghost graffiti. And I thought I could put that somewhere like near my train lines and be more graffiti from my notorious graffiti artist that's going around my city. So I thought that'd be good fun as well. That one was even cheaper because obviously it's less useful. This one got a couple of stone pieces with sort of moss growing in, and then enough wood grain pieces to do 2 doors and a 1x6 plate. And that's from Hagrid's Hut, 75947. So that's very good. I haven't got an exact use for that yet, but I think it will come in very handy, especially if anywhere wants to have solid wooden doors. This one's another friend set, Mia's Treehouse, 41335. And this has got some pretty horribly coloured stickers, if you ask me. I'm not going to be able to use many of these. That one, Scary Stories, would go on a book, so I might be able to use that. But the main reason I bought it was for the skateboard sticker. I'm collecting all the different skateboards I can from Lego, along with all the surfboards and all the dogs and all the parrots and things like that. So this is one I don't have. And hopefully in the rest of this order, I think I've got an orange skateboard. If not, I've probably got one in my collection already that I can put this on. And that will add yet another different pattern to my collection. So that was worth it for 20 pence. Similar story with this one. This is from the ambulance helicopter, set 60179. And for this one, I wanted really these two small stickers here to make another snowboard. So they'll go on the end of a lime-coloured snowboard and add that to my collection. Now in here as well, we've got a very good sort of heart monitor type sticker there, which I could use in a hospital setting. So that's very useful while we're here. Ambulance signs, so maybe that'll be in a hospital, sort of near the ambulance bay, or, you know, markings on the road or something. And then there's even 4 helicopter sort of blade stickers as well, which I might be able to use in due course. So not just a one sticker sheet, but that was 20p as well. So I think a bargain. Another one, this set I actually have. It's the Pickup and Caravan Set 60182, which is the big sort of 5th wheel caravan on top of a 4x4 truck. But it's got a wonderful TV piece with a monster truck leaping over stuff, which I like very much indeed. So I can use that somewhere, well, anywhere pretty much that would have a TV. So I like that. I think for 20p, it's probably worth it for that alone. But then we've also got these wildlife caravan signs, and even one without the wording as well, which is just sort of a country, sort of, I don't know, exploration-y type sort of scene. And I thought that might even go in my fast food corner as part of the outdoor adventure sort of establishment in there. So maybe that will go on one of the interior walls or something like that inside there. So that's got a lot of uses as well. Last but not least is another well, it's not actually Friends, is it? It's a Disney one actually, but another sort of glittery sheet. So this is I don't know what you'd call that, glitter backed. And this one's from set 41161, Aladdin and Jasmine's Palace Adventures. Sounds a bit saucy, that set, doesn't it? Anyway, this is not very useful for me, for many of them. There's a couple of glittery cushions that I might be able to use, but the main reason I bought it was for this one, which is actually the magic carpet, because there's a flying carpet in that set, and I thought maybe I could use that just as a carpet in an establishment. But having seen how wonderfully glittery this is, I'm now thinking it might actually look a bit odd wherever I put it. So I'm not so sure about that one now. But again, it was about 20p, so these stickers were very well priced, and very glad to have them. So the main reason I picked this particular seller on Bricklink, because you always want to pick one that's got as many of the rarer things you need, was for the contents of this bag that I can see already. And it was for this very limited edition torso, which was only available on the Build a Minifigure wall. And I live absolutely nowhere near a Lego store. So the only way I could get this was either through eBay or through Bricklink. And it's got a Lego Vitruvian Man in a sort of style of Da Vinci on the front. Bit of detailing on the back. And I just love that. I think it's fantastic. What a great t-shirt to have and be wearing around Brick Nottingham. So this guy had these for £1, which I thought was actually a fair price, really. I mean, any torso new from Lego would cost you about sort of 55, 60p. So for a little bit more, I was able to get one that I couldn't get by any other means. So while I was there, I got 3. So there's 2 more of them as well. So if I spread those out throughout my city and have them in very different areas, you'll definitely notice them, but not think there are too many. So I'm very happy with those. Ah yes, so there's my lime green snowboard to take the stickers. There's a few heads in here. Let me make a little head column so we can look at them all at the same time. So these were just some of the more reasonably priced ones that aren't so common. So the top one there is from the Farmer, Series 15. I really like him because of his nice beard and his sort of gentle eyes and glasses. Next one down is another series minifigure, the Mountain Climber from Series 11. So I've got both of those minifigures, but this means I can use the heads somewhere else as well. Third one, just a nice smile. And the fourth one's actually JB from the JB's Ghost Lab. But I quite like the dirty face that looks very frustrated. And look at that for a cracking smile. So that'll go pretty much anywhere in my city, I think. So very happy to have those. Other interesting pieces include this incredibly glittery hair, which is from Sweet Mayhem. Lots of different sets in the Lego Movie too. 7 to be exact, including set 70849. And I just figured some sort of emo girl or sort of punk girl or something like that could have hair like this and look rather fantastic somewhere. Yeah, I think that works. Massive bunches. Looks good. It's a bit glittery. I hadn't realised it was quite that glittery, but yeah, I still think it works. Another hair piece I got, which is a very, very old one from my perspective, is this sort of islander hair. So it used to be a whole sort of sub-range of pirates, I think it was, that had islanders living on sort of Pacific Islands, you'd imagine. And they all had this sort of bowl haircut, but it's also got a clip actually in the hair. I'm just going to use this ski pole just to demonstrate it. And they'd often have a bone or something else or a headdress type piece sort of clipped in. So, yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to use that in my city, but it wasn't very expensive. And I thought, yep, I don't have one of those, so maybe I should. So anyway, there we go. That's that hair. Then a few 1x1 tiles. Got 3 of these little pastries with a pink heart on. I think it looks more like a sort of jammy Dodger biscuit with a heart-shaped jammy bit in the middle, but got 3 of those. So they're from lots of different Friends sets, but an example of that is 41366, which is actually the Olivia's Cupcake Cafe set that the cushions came from on those stickers. I've got 1 ski pole, a different newspaper, it's a Friends one. I need lots of different newspapers for my newspaper shop in my station that I'm building at the moment, so that'll come in very handy. And then I've actually got 4 of these as well, which are these trans red 1x1 round tiles with a little flame on. These are from Elves sets actually, including 41192, Azari and the Fire Lion Capture. Yeah, me either. So yeah, they're quite nice though, aren't they? I'm thinking of using these as fire alarms in the sort of more municipal buildings in my city. You think you've got one of these against a sort of white wall or something like that, maybe with some sort of visible wiring sort of up to it or something. I think it'll look very much like a fire alarm. So that's very good. 4 of those. Some cheap 2x4 bricks. I'm going to need a lot of these in order to do my subway station stairs, because I have those going down below ground level into the cavities of my raised areas. So I need lots of those for that. So that's very useful. Got 2 of these lovely supports. I recently used these to support my tram stop over the road near my train station, but I actually stole them from another build that I had using them, which I haven't yet unveiled because it's sort of still work in progress. So it's to replace those. So they've definitely got a purpose. It's top secret. It was a very cheap printed piece. I thought I could make this into an advert. So it's from a Toy Story set, as you may know. 10767, Duke Kaboom's Stunt Show. And this was 17p, which is probably cheaper than a normal blank red 1x6x5 panel piece. So, I mean, it's not Friends up or Toy Storied up, actually, in this case, too much. It looks fairly legitimate. So if you just had that on a billboard, I don't think you'd think it looked odd at all. So I thought that was a bargain. And I've got some tan coloured pieces. Now these are to add a bit more detail on my beach. So we've got some curves and some nice 1x4s. I know I've got more than that. Here we are. Here's a whole other bag of them. So more curved plates, square plates, all to make my beach have a lot more detail, because people said, oh, it looks a bit straight at the moment. Yep, that's because it's not done. But you know, a combination of these in a kind of random order gives a lot more variety very quickly. And actually, a lot of these 1x4s and the 4x6s can be used to make pallets for my cargo storage area that I haven't done yet as well. So some of those will go on the beach and some of those will go there. And another thing I did was bought a huge bag of these. So we know this vendor must go to a local Lego store to buy their build a minifigure pieces, but they also must go to the pick-a-brick wall, which also I don't have access to conveniently, which is really annoying, because they've got an absolute load of these lovely leaf pieces in bright green, and they were 2p each, which is a heck of a lot cheaper than I can get by any other means. So I bought 240 of those, so I can start building some more detailed and interesting looking trees and plant life. So there's a great big bag of those. Oh yeah, fantastic. Next is a bag of 1x1 brown round bricks. Now I needed some of these for my beach wall, and I may still need a couple more actually. So as a result, I overbought to overcompensate and made sure that I'm not going to run out next time either. So I've got an absolute load of those, and they may be used in tree builds as well after all, because a stack of these can make a very good looking tree trunk. Good. Another thing I got for my beach. 3 brown rigid pipe pieces, 3mm pipe. Now these are good because they fit into anything a bar would fit into. They also fit into clips like this guy's hair. But I'm going to use these 3, and I bought 3 because I thought I might have 3 sets of stairs, but it turns out I'm only going to have 2. But these will be the handrails, hopefully, for the stairs from my beach level up to my boardwalk level. And I think they'll be long enough, and they're in brown, so they'll kind of look like they're made of wood. And I'm hoping they'll work well. I haven't worked out exactly how I'm going to attach them yet, but yeah, that's good to have those. Another bag here. Let's tip these out a bit further back. So this has got all sorts in. A couple of replacement bricks that I needed. I need a lot more of these 2x4s to go under things like bins and street furniture. I've got a lot of these orange plates so I can do my monorail stripes, 3 coloured stripes on my monorail supports. A few more brown pieces like these that I can use for trees. And got a couple of these. I think these are the last pieces I need for my second drone, because I did a drone delivering a package, perhaps from a well-known shop that's online, and I wanted to do another one because I had most of the pieces for another one already. And since then we've seen the pictures of the Series 20 minifigures, and there's actually a drone guy in there, but his drone looks quite small, so that'll be sort of a recreational drone. Whereas the one I've got's a little bit bigger for delivering parcels. So that's all very good. Another bag of mixed, and there's the grey 2x2 plates that I'm going to use for street furniture and for my 3 coloured stripe, which goes light grey, orange, light grey. And what else we got on here? A few axles for some train builds I'm experimenting with at the moment, one of which I'm very excited about, I must say, but I'll keep that under wraps until it's ready to unveil. A few of these tiles 2x2 round with a hole in the middle, and it's kind of the one that's got the fan print on that looks very good if you ask me. I've got a few of those. And a lot of other pieces that are probably for very specific projects that I can't recall immediately. Yeah, more tan pieces for my beach. A couple of wedges, 1x2, 1x3. And here's some brown clips. They'll help me, hopefully, attach my handrail to my stairs. Ooh, that's hard to focus. There we go. And some more cheese wedge pieces in tan for bits of sand on the beach being kicked up onto stairs and so on. And then the only thing left is a big bag of white 2x2 bricks with the sort of ridges. And I'm going to use these to make a column, either to support a building or maybe even a statue. With it being in white, it'll be probably more of a marble statue. If I did it in light grey, it'd be more of a sort of stone, I suppose. So yeah, a really good set of pieces. I think the main highlights are definitely this torso ×3. This advert, actually, I really like. And pieces that I can make more progress on my beach, like this and these. Start building a lot more vegetation and trees in my city, and these stickers and a few other pieces that are going to really augment my train station, including the newspaper shop that's part of it. Fantastic! Okay, so a really good haul. That should keep me going for quite a while. As always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And on Friday, yes, it's finally here, my full city tour, which is the video 150 of my channel in 10 short months. And I think that'll be really interesting especially for new subscribers who haven't seen a full tour yet. And I'm planning to have absolutely all my motors going, so you can see all the trains, trams and other things that are motorised spinning all at once in my city. And then after that, we'll return to normal city updates from Monday, where I'll be doing part 2 of my station. See you then!